Hi everybody, Chad here with D'franco Painting. We are here in Hampshire, Illinois. So we did a bid or an estimate for this job to, I guess all the walls were wallpapered. There's two other rooms down that way, but this one turned out the worst. So we estimated for, removing wallpaper, stripping the glue off the wall, doing any patchwork, painting ceilings and walls. The customer did not want to pay for us to do the wallpaper stripping, so they did it themselves. The walls felt smooth to us and didn't feel like there's any glue on it, but as you can see, this is what happens when there's still some glue residue left on the walls. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle. Let me get a different angle. You can see it though, how it looks all blotchy. So blotchy there, here's a better angle. You can definitely see it down the wall. There's not a ton. It doesn't feel rough. It feels smooth, but just enough for the pigment to accept differently into the glue compared to the drywall. So if you don't get all the glue off the wall, this is pretty much what happens. And you can definitely see it on this wall too. So what we do here is we take a fast tool with like 80 grit to 100 grit sandpaper, go through, sand down all the walls, make sure they're nice and smooth, and then we'll prime it with bin Zinsser. It's a shellac. It's very smelly, so make sure you get good ventilation, and then we'll prime all the walls, floor to ceiling, and let that dry overnight. And then we come through, and if there's some rough areas, we'll pull sand the walls, and then we'll come through and put 2 coats of paint on it, and it should look brand new. But if you don't get all the glue off the walls, you might have to do some steps like this. So it's kind of hard to tell. The one way you can tell is if the drywall is, once it's dry and you think you got all the glue off, the next day get your hand wet or get a sponge, re-wet the wall in a couple areas, put your hand against the wall, and if it's still sticky, there's still glue on the wall. So if you need something like this done, we do wallpaper stripping and painting. Feel free to give us a call. Thank you.